So what's up everyone, it's your girl Beaute 87 here, aka Grace. I'm trying to be quiet because my son insists on sleeping in my room. He needs to sleep right now, so I hope you can still hear me. My bad if you can't. But today we're gonna talk about this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Flushed. I got the shade Prima Donna, the dark pink one, so I wanted to try it out and see how it worked. I was supposed to do this earlier, but I was watching a video with him that he wanted to watch on YouTube, and then I fell asleep. So I'm waking up now and I'm like, crap, I didn't film that video. And I know I have a whole bunch of eyeshadow videos to film for another new eyeshadow series that I'm starting. Plus I filmed the Make It Forever video tomorrow, so I was like, I need to film this now. So here we are, filming it now. And like I said, hopefully you can hear me. I feel like I speak pretty loud, but I'm trying not to like overdo it, because like I said, he's trying to sleep. So this is the color I got, Prima Donna. I was attracted to this pink one and an orange one. Lately I've been doing lots of pinks and oranges instead of trying to stick to the whole berry thing, but I feel like berry doesn't necessarily go with everything. I'd like to try like different colors, so this is the one that I thought looked nice. Plus I feel like it'd be perfect for summer. Everybody's doing pink, so I'm going to find brown girl friendly versions of pinks that will work for people my skin tone, instead of everybody trying to rush out and force the ashy pink to work, which doesn't always work for people who look like me. So I got a couple of other shades here. They're not exact. Like I got this LYS one from the holiday collection. It's called Unforgettable. It might be one that already exists in their collection. Don't quote me, I don't know. And then I got this Item Beauty one in I'm Crushing, just because I want to see how the formulas of these are compared to those, because both of these I think are close to the shade. I know this one is cheaper. I think this one might be cheaper as well, so I want to see how the formulas perform overall. Where's my phone? Because we should probably read the claims out. Let me see if they're on the back, because my phone is over there in the bed. It says, with Affliate technology, a texture reducing blur balm to powder with a weightless flush of color, powered by cutting edge blurring Swedish technology. Affliate, I believe I've heard Angie talk about that. Visibly creates a soft focus effect on pores and fine lines. It says tap with your fingers or brush to face and lip, because you're supposed to be able to use it on face and lip, and it's retails for $25. Let me see, I'm not sure if the brand is cruelty free or vegan. It says it's designed in the USA and made in China, so the product was made in China. Okay, so I'm gonna swatch it on my hand first, just so you can see how the color is going to sit. It is definitely swatching from cream to powder, so that's interesting. I only got one of these because I didn't know if I was gonna like it or not, the formula, because if y'all remember, I didn't like it as a powder when I used it as powder when I first tried the blurring balm itself, so I use it as a primer personally. I'm swatching the LYS and Unforgettable next to it now, and then we'll swatch I'm Crushing from Item Beauty last. I think Item Beauty is supposed to be going to Target, just like what was it, Skincare by Hiram, or Selfless or Self-Made. I forgot the name of his skincare. I meant to try it and then I just never got around to it. Okay, so the Item Beauty one is kind of swatching nice and silky and smooth. The LYS one, they'll still have a little tack on it afterwards, but the two that dried down the best were the one right here, which is Danessa Myricks, and the Item Beauty one. But this one stays a little tacky in my personal opinion, but those are the three colors I had that I felt like somewhat close, and as you can see, they're not close at all. I definitely wanted to have a unique cream blush for my collection, so that way I wouldn't be trying to go for a whole bunch of other cream blushes. That's why I picked this shade initially. Plus I just know Danessa has fun, vibrant colors just by her like eye paint things, so I definitely want to be a part of that. So I'm going to tap it in with my finger on this side, and then I'm going to grab a brush to do the other side, because I know everybody didn't want to use a, you know, what do you call it? Everybody doesn't want to use their hands basically for their makeup. I don't like to a lot of time either, but I'm doing it for the people who do want to do it that way, so let's get into it, bro. I'll take this compact just so I can see, and we'll put the finger side on this side and then the brush on this side. I wish I had my other brush now. I wish I had cleaned my cream brush, but I just randomly swipe my finger in for a certain amount. That's the only thing about doing your finger too. It's like I don't know how much it is, but let's get to tapping, girl. Okay, it starts off pretty pigmented and nice. I'm putting this area in particular because I got a highlighter right up here, so I'm trying to put it where it's only on a powder, not necessarily the highlighter, because I don't want to use glittery later and then like forgot that I put a highlighter there. But I wanted to get the highlighter done before I came in here and get everything done on my face, so you literally just have to see this part. But I'm trying to cut down on content, so like it's not so long, if you will. So that's how it is with one random swoosh of the finger. I'm gonna do 2 swishes because y'all know I like to have really pigmented blush. Plus, when stuff isn't primer infused, I have a tendency to put a lot on because I know it's gonna wear off throughout the day. So that's why I do as much as I do. Like if y'all saw my house lab video, and those blushes, they, you know, were quite pigmented on their own, but I put on a lot just so you could see how vibrant the color could get on some of my skin tone. And plus, I knew it wasn't primer infused. So when stuff isn't primer infused, like the e.l.f. and the Buxom one, I have a tendency to go overboard because I don't know how much fading is going to go throughout the day, and I want you to still see that the blush was there at the end of the day. So I feel like these 2 fingers did a good enough job. Now normally I would set this with a powder, but we're going to let it sit and see how it looks on its own. But initially, I'm liking the color. I would definitely put the House Labs blush on top of this perhaps, but the thing is I would put the watermelon one on top of here. I know you think I do the pink one, but I would put the watermelon because I feel like the pink one is a little lighter and it wouldn't match up as well. And I don't know, I'm not good when it comes to color theory, so I wouldn't want to play myself on how it's going to look with the lighter pink as opposed to a pink that's similar to it. So I feel like the red undertones would make a nice little blend and a nice little color a little bit better. So I'll do that another day, but for today we're just trying to try Danessa Myricks out. So that's how she looking when you put the finger and just blend it in on your own, which I think looks pretty nice. Now I'm not gonna put this on my lip. I don't ever plan on putting this on my lip, so I'm not gonna put it on my lip in this video. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I mean, you can check out Smiley Shawnee's video. She might have put it on her lips in her video. I'm just being upfront with you. I ain't doing it. I don't feel need license with it. We're just not doing it. Now I'm gonna take this brush right here, and I just randomly dip into it again. I don't have like an amount. That's what I hate about cream products sometimes. I'm like, I have to just dip a random amount and, you know, go for it. So of course we know I'm like doing the brush way better because it's like you can just diffuse it out with the brush, and I can go with the sponge and see how that looks. But I'm really here for and liking it because I feel like I got way more pigmentation with the brush on one try, and I didn't have, and I'm not gonna have to go in and like redo it like I had to do with the finger. But I feel like the finger warmed it up nicer and made it blend into the face easier. As far as like the type of product it is, so it all depends on what you prefer doing. Like I take my fingers and rub in the balm when it comes to putting it on as a primer. But since this is supposed to be like a colored blush thing, I don't want have color on my fingers and then I go in to do something else on my face. Like what if I want to tap on some eyeshadow or do something else? Now you got this random color of pink. So I'm about to find a way to work with this, or I might just have to do it with my finger the way I did here, because I'm definitely liking the way the finger looks better. But I could have just picked up too much on the brush because she does make quite emollient products. Like her cream bronzer is the same way. Like you can't pick up a lot on the brush, or else, you know, you'll have a whole situation like this going on. So, but y'all know I can just spray my face and like sponge it down, and this will look fine, as you'll see in the video later on today when I do the Makeup Forever one. So I have my old one, of course, because this is one of my favorite powder foundations. Whenever I use my Makeup Forever foundation, I use this powder or with other foundations. And then I have the new one right here. So you'll see what this looks like later on. But this is what she's looking like right now. And these are the swatches I have to compare it to it. I didn't do the Fenty one just because I feel like that one's way too sticky compared to some of the other formulas in my collection. And I knew the Danessa one wasn't going to be sticky, so I didn't want to include it in here to compare to this, because it doesn't compare to the other three I just showed you. I feel like they might be comparable given formulas, but the only one I'm feeling is pretty comfortable and as smooth and dries to powder is the Item Beauty one compared to the Danessa Myricks right now. But now we're going to have to check the wear, because I feel like the Item Beauty wears pretty well. I've worn these in the past, and I haven't tried this one yet, so we'll see how the wear is. You'll find out at the end of the night, girl. Now I have different stuff on my face because, like I said, I have to test this out now that we put this face on right now just for this video. So I'll have different things on, and I'll tell you in the video what changed as opposed to what we put on top of this initially. So I'll see you later, girl. Okay, y'all, so just a quick update. The NYS one took a little bit longer to dry down than the other two, but it has finally dried down and doesn't have that tacky, sticky feel that the other ones. I mean, that the that it had initially. So it has dried down, and I would say it has somewhat of a powder finish to it. Not as much of a smooth powder finish as the Item Beauty and the Danessa one, but it has dried down. So I wanted to update you on that because I didn't want y'all thinking like, oh god, it's just gonna be sticky. Even though it's been out for a while and you might have tried it yourself. It's just I'm not that versed when it comes to LYS cream blushes, just because I don't really use cream blush that often, to be honest. A lot of times I'm trying to get ready for work and the powder just works easy for me. So I only wear cream blushes during like the weekends, unless it's one that like truly has a good pigmentation to it and it's easy to blend out. And I find the Item Beauty ones that way, so I usually use those more often because I like those colors a little bit better than the ones that came from the LYS. But I think I'm gonna be using this one quite a bit just because I think Danessa came out with fun colors. But LYS dried down like everybody else. That's what I came back to say. Now I'll see y'all later. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. So I'm talking about this blush. So I didn't pack on nearly as much today as I did in the morning when I originally shot the intro and all that stuff. So I feel like it still lasted pretty well though, considering I didn't stack it. I can still see the blush at the end of the day, and that's always my concern. A lot of time I feel like it fades off to the point where I don't see it anymore. So I feel like if I pack on a little bit more, then I'll get a little bit more lasting powder than I normally do. So I'm here for it. I'm liking it. I just need to find the right balance as far as putting it on, because I feel like when I put it on my finger, I got a little bit less, but when I put it on with the brush, I feel like I picked up too much. So it's like I need to find a healthy balance of how much to put on my face, and then that'll probably help me with how much pigmentation I get to last throughout the day, because I like my blushes to be a little more pigmented than other people's. But then again, like I said, it's because I feel like it's gonna fade. But since this one isn't fading that much, I might just need to add like that much more in order to get the like pigmentation I prefer to have. If you saw my eyes right now, this is part of the new eyeshadow palette series I was telling y'all about that was coming soon. So you have to stay tuned for that. I'll try to get it up by the end of March. I got other videos filmed for the series as well, but since I sneaked this one, I'm gonna try to make sure I get this one up in a little more timely fashion than the other ones, since you haven't seen any of the other ones. But I say I like the blush. It lasted well like I was hoping it would. And then now during the sale, I'm gonna get the other color I was talking about, because I wanted the orange one as well. I think it's called Golden Hour. That might be it. There's a deeper orange shade. I don't remember the name of it, but I'm like, I want that one too. So I already got stuff to add to my Sephora cart for April, and it's like almost March now. So I'm like, I got a little time to get it together. So hopefully I can hold out. I know I gotta get the new Diypansy concealer I've been talking to y'all about that comes out on the 27th. So like, I'll do my new foundation routine in that video, but I'm here for these Danessa Myricks blushes. So those are my thoughts. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.